Hello, hello. And today I'm doing something way out of my comfort zone. I mean, to the moon. But I bought another palette. I've been very, very naughty. And I wanted to show you how beautiful it's packaged. Any guesses? Heavy box. Comes like this. Scissors. I'm so excited. Let's see if we can do this. Ta-da! Ta-da! Yes. It's the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. I saw this, and I haven't worn blue since the 70s, so I decided I'm going to try it again. And I see a lot of other palettes or companies that are coming out with blue palettes. So I think blue and green is going to be the next big thing. So pretty. The box is so pretty. Cardboard box, and he makes it look gorgeous. Here it is. And it's modeled after a little coffin. And I can hear Jeffree in my head saying, "I'm deceased." Because that's what he always said. Shall we see what this is like? Oh my God. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can a granny wear a Jeffree Star palette? I have an assistant today.
Hi.
And she is going to lend me her arm to do swatches. So let me have your arm.
Of course.
I hope that I can read these colors correctly. So first we have, it looks like Cullinan.
Yeah.
Cullinan.
That's what it looks like.
Hold your arm up like that. Oh, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you can see the colors more. That's as much as it goes. That is pretty. And this, it's swatched so beautiful, and it really blends. I could see how it's going to blend. Next we have Mintea, M-I-N-T-E-A. Oh, that's so pretty. That's really pretty. Next we have Crystal Flesh.
That's pretty.
That's pretty, right?
Yeah.
A little bit shiny. Next we have I'm Cold. Pretty. Next we have Untouchable. Where was I up to?
I think
Untouchable. Pretty. Next we have, no, that was not Untouchable. I'm sorry, this is the first time I'm swatching a palette. This is Untouchable.
the other one was I'm Cold.
Yeah, I did two. Yeah, I just did over that one. And this needed a little more help. This is Untouchable. This is,
Prince.
I'm running out of fingers. This is Priceless. Let's see, get your arm up there. I don't know if that even shows up. Let me do it again. It's like an orangey.
Peach almost.
Yeah. orangey peach.
Can I see the next one?
Let me just, not yet, because this is, next one is powder.
What's this? Maybe it's power.
Where?
No,
Oh,
this one.
power. Ooh, dark.
Yeah.
Next one we have blue blood. All right, go ahead, do blue blood. Can you reach it without
Yeah.
showing you? No, more. Give it a good rub. I guess it goes here. Ooh, that is pretty. Go ahead and use the next one with your other finger. Don't use the same finger.
This one is...
Deceased. Deceased. Ooh, that is pretty.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna turn your arm the other way,
Okay.
because we've run out of room.
Anything.
Can you turn it?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and do
Ice tray.
Ice Tray, which is a sparkly color. Different finger. We're both running out of fingers here. Oh, that's pretty. Next we have Blue Monday.
That might be my favorite.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, that is dark. Do you have another finger?
Yeah.
Next we have Flourishing, which is a more like a green. That's pretty. I don't know if it's coming out as a green or a greenish blue, but it's definitely green.
It's a greeny blue, I guess. It could be teal.
Next we have Wealthy, which is a very light color.
Yeah.
Okay, go around the other side.
We already did this.
Okay, no, go to this side.
Oh, okay.
Can you do Celebrity Skin? Do you have another finger?
Yeah, I do.
Next we have Celebrity Skin.
I could do it across. It's kind of hard to do.
Is that a light one?
Hang on. I could do it here. This works. It's kind of really light.
Can't even hardly see that one.
It's really
Okay.
light.
That was Celebrity Skin.
Yeah.
Now, let's just take a wipe because we're running out of room. Her arm is little. She has a little arm. I'm gonna get a wipe.
My favorite one still is Blue Monday. Still.
Blue Monday.
Yeah, still. Wipe off
All right, let's wipe it off.
I could use these fingers. Okay, that's good.
Whatever you do, don't touch your face while these are on you. Just blow it off a little bit.
Okay.
Blow it off a little bit so it's not wet.
Okay.
What are we up to? Entitled, which is a sparkly, sort of like a green color. Blue-green. All right, do Entitled.
Okay.
Ooh, pretty.
At first I thought it was going to be green, but it's actually this like blue.
And that's a very soft one because it kind of went chunky when she swatched it. Ocean Ice.
Okay.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
That's also one of my favorites. These two are my favorite.
Cremated. Do you have a different finger?
Yep.
You just different finger, right?
It's really dark.
That's dark.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
almost like black blue.
And the last one.
Last one is Undertaker.
That's probably going to be a dark one too.
Oh, that's pretty. That's a blue. Now some of these are pressed pigments and not eyeshadow. Let me just get the box so I can tell you which ones are, if it says which ones are pressed pigments and not eyeshadows. Here you go. The writing is so tiny I can't tell.
I can read it.
I don't know if you know what it means. All right. Some of them are pressed pigment and not All right, you can wipe it off.
I want to show Mama.
Okay, thank you. That was my granddaughter, my assistant, for my first swatching. And I've been so nervous about this, doing this palette and doing a look with it. So I'm going to start off by putting on my base. You don't have to stay if you don't want to.
No, I do.
You know that mirror I was raving about? The little stick-on mirror to stick on any surface? Well, it decided to jump off the table in the middle of the night. And now it's in pieces. So it's deceased. Let's see if I can try to get as close as I can without. Can I see? I think I'll use the other side. I think I can see. Oh, that's better. I'm just going to rub in my base. And I am using the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. Now, I'm not using my Wayne Goss today because I don't want to ruin them, and I'm not sure about this eyeshadow. So I have all little brushes I haven't used for a while. So I'm going to start with the transition. And I'm going to use Celebrity Skin, I think. Now I know that is way too bright, so I'm not going to start with the transition. I am just going to do an all-over wash of color because I don't want them to be too pigmented. And this is definitely not, this doesn't show up. Celebrity Star does not show up, so it makes a good powder wash. Now, transition color.
Monday.
Which one?
Blue Monday.
No, I'm not going to do Blue Monday. Blue Monday is very dark. I'm going to try I'm Cold. See if we can get a soft. Okay, not too bad. And I'm using I'm Cold. And I'm putting it, starting in the crease and then going up to my transition. That maybe need a little more blending out. Now, crease. I think I'm going to use a very small brush.
What are you doing next?
Next I'm going to do the crease. Let me see Blue Blood. Yeah, I think Blue Blood is dark enough for me. I've seen Jeffree do it, and I've seen Tati do it, and I have seen a few other YouTubers do it. Nobody my age do it. But if blue is going to be the new in color, I do want to practice. Alright, that needs a little blending out. Use a Q-tip. But I'm sure you're in close enough. There we go. And let me raise it. I think I have the camera down too low. I'm trying to scooch in to see you. Let's try the other side. And again, I'm using, what am I using? I'm using Blue Blood or Deceased? Which one was I using, Abby?
What do you mean?
Was I using Deceased for the crease? I forgot. I'm pretty sure I'm using Deceased. I hope.
You never used Deceased yet? Only used, yeah, Deceased. I think you used it.
I have to dab in my wrinkled side. Okay, now for the crease. I'm going to find a skinny brush because I don't know what this is going to do on the crease. I'm still a bit afraid of these colors. I received this palette like 3 days ago, but I've been a little afraid. I'm going to use this tiny one. And I am going to go into True Monday.
Oh, yes.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah. You said that was too dark.
No more. And I think that needs some blending. Now for the mobile lid,
Are you going to do a glittery one?
I'm going to do a glittery one. I'm going to try Ocean Ice.
That's my other favorite one.
That's your other favorite one? Let's see. And it's not coming up. It's not coming up on the brush. Okay, I'm going to have to try the finger, which I have such fat fingers that it doesn't usually work. Fat fingers and tiny eyes. That didn't go on my brush at all.
Is it working now?
It's working better with the finger. Let's see. See if I can blend that out a little. No, it doesn't blend. It's not really blending. I'm going to try again. Again, Ocean Ice. I'm going to try dabbing. think dabbing works a little better. It's still patchy on me. Still a little patchy. Let's try
another glittery one.
what's this one?
That one.
Colorman?
Yeah.
Colorman? I'll try a little Colorman in the corner. I'm just tapping very lightly in it and it's like crumbling.
Might be really thick.
Okay. I have to say, I think Ocean Ice came out a little bit deep for a little bit too dark for the mobile lid. Now I have to deepen up the outside of it, so I'm going to go back into Undertaker, which I think Undertaker is a pigmented, not pigmented. Now it blends. It's gone all over. Okay, so I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to blend a little bit more, and then I'll be back to do the rest of my face. And I'm back. You're a little too close. So, I've done the eye look, sort of. I'm just going to put a little more. Let's do the Cullinan. I think it's Cullinan. Just going to put a little up here. I think it is emphasizing my wrinkles to use a sparkly color under the eyebrow. So now I know. Does emphasize it a little bit more. So today I am going to use Cover FX, the gripping primer. And it comes out in a clear gel. As I touch my face, it does tend to get red here because I do have rosacea, and it does not like it when I touch it. So we have done, let me just get my towel. While the primer is soaking in a little bit, I'm going to use my color corrector under my eyes by Bobbi Brown. Let's see. And this does help. After I did my eyes, I had blue everywhere. Blue on my forehead, blue on my nose, blue on my cheeks. And the more I wiped it, then I would look in the 10X mirror and it would be all over. I can't believe the mess I made. This is going to take some practice for me to get to know this palette. And on the daily, when I take the grandchildren out or something. I think I've rubbed some of my moisturizer off. Definitely under my eyes. I'm trying to rub the blue off. If I was just going out with the grandchildren or something, I would never wear a dark look like this. Maybe a wedding or something, if I had a blue dress on. And I'm going to use the Beauty Blender foundation. I'm not sure what color it's. I think it's 1.50. I think that's the color. I was not color matched this because it was not sold at my local Sephora, so I'm not sure if it is the right color. And it comes out like this onto the little egg shape there. There's a little egg shape there. So I had to guess at the color. I'm just gonna definitely not going out today. I think you can hear my granddaughters playing outside in the backyard. It's absolutely gorgeous. In the upper 50s, lower 60s, sunny. It smells of spring. I love this time of year when everything starts to bud. I have a little darkness up here and I have to start to get into the habit of dotting that with a little concealer or something. I think that's enough. Like I said, not going out today. I find this, I could see the wrinkling here. I had asked my doctor, I said, is this wrinkles or is it texture? And he says, it's wrinkles. And I said, oh, I wanted it to be texture. And he said, okay, it can be texture if you want. I think he had enough of me. I just wanted it to be texture and not wrinkles. I'm going to use the Jeffree Lancome Under Eye Concealer. I'm going to start with one little drop for each side. You know, I even got the blue. The blue is all through my waterline. Oh. I did not expect it to transfer down into my waterline. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it'll stay. Okay, now I'm gonna just powder my under eyes. I keep leaving this in the box so I don't lose it. It's the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for Under Eye. And I don't want it to get mixed up with a lot of other powders. The only thing is a lot of it has come out and I didn't shake it upside down or anything. But I like this for the under eye. It's very fine. Ugh. I'm losing so much. Look, I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. And I don't think I brought over a powder brush. I did not bring a powder brush over with me because I told my granddaughter to give me all my I asked her to give me all my eye brushes. I'm going to try to use the sponge that came in the meteorites. Just to set the foundation. Yeah, I don't like this foundation as much. I find that it's showing up the wrinkles a lot more from the Bye Bye Pores powder. Okay, we're done with that. Now I'm just going to go under the eyes a little bit more, although it's done most of the work for me by dropping down into my waterline and my, let's see, this coffin is just so funny. I'm not really into packaging, but this is just so luxurious. Thinking it's a coffin is kind of morbid, but that's just how Jeffree Star is. I'm going to choose a color for underneath. I'm going to go with Blue Blood because it's light. And it's actually going darker under the, where are you? It's going darker under here because it fell down into onto my under eye, and that's after I cleaned it up. I'm going to have to smudge that out a little bit. Now, you know what we'll do? We'll just go with that color. Deceased. I think that's so funny to use as a, like, I love this, I'm deceased. I think it's so funny. Okay, that's the color that's under there. And then I'm going to go with some of the Colorman, I think it is. And every time I use that color, it kind of just breaks up a little bit in the pan. I have a feeling I have to be more gentle. Alright, let's get a different brush in. I must have used 20 brushes now, so I don't use the same one twice. Let's see. I don't know, that might be a little much for me. But as you know, I'm trying to see if a granny can wear a Jeffree Star palette. I think you're too far. Now I'm going to do a little bit of eyeliner because I have so much makeup on that I think it needs an eyeliner. If I could find you. I hate it that I lay my stuff out and then I lose it. Here it is. And I'm using the Lancome eyeliner again in black. And this time I'm going to use the tilty part and see if that works any better. It's just such a wonderful time. Oops, made a boo-boo there. To be young and have YouTube. I wish I had had someone around to show me how to do makeup when I was younger. And now these girls can watch YouTube. Mind you, I don't think it's realistic when they try to live up to the really out there things, the makeup, but I still think it's a nice thing to just teach them the basics. What do I add that time? Of course, I can't blame the palette. The palette is absolutely gorgeous. The colors are beautiful. I think if I learned how to use it, I would not get it all over. So I think that's user error. Now let's see. Let me clean up the eyebrows. I just dipped my Q-tip into a little bit of makeup remover. I still have not made my appointment to have my eyebrows darkened. Like I say, it's been about 3 years, and I have to go like every 3 years to have this done. Now, mascara. Tried to be organized and I put it in here, but I'm looking all over the desk for it. I forgot I was being organized. I'm going to use a little bit of Eyelash Primer, and this is by Lancome. Only because I want a little more volume and everything with this dark, very dark eyeshadow. I don't know if I said, but that was my granddaughter in the beginning of the video helping me swatch the palette. I've never swatched a palette before. She's been dying to be in a video, although her mother says no. But I said she could have her arm in it. So I figured as long as she's willing, then I don't have to have it on my arm. Poor little thing. I think this does make the lashes longer, and it helps them to separate a little better. If I was going to a wedding or something, or a big party, I would probably wear false lashes. I have been known. To wear false lashes. Right now I'm not using the 10X, so I don't know if I've gotten that all over yet. I am using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash on my lower lashes. And you know, I think I'm going to use some of the Lancome primer on that too and see what happens. Let's see what happens. And I can see I have a little too much of this glitzy going on here. And again, I've said that I like using the MAC for the lower lash because it has such a skinny little brush. It is giving length to my lower lashes. Wow. I think that's a yes on using the lash primer on the lowers. I do watch Jeffree because I find him, he could be very entertaining. Sometimes he goes a little overboard and he's a little dirty, but even when he's being dirty, he's kind of funny. So I find him entertaining. I think I'm gonna go for another coat of the Lancome with the upper lashes and see what happens. I don't usually do an second coat. They sound crispy. As I'm brushing them, it sounds crispy. Maybe I'm supposed to not let it dry. I really don't think it makes that much of a difference, 1 or 2 coats. Just let me look in the 10X to see if I have any on my... Yep. Just going to gently knock this off. Thought I felt myself touching up there. I'm still getting fallout from the palette. I think I cleaned up most of it. Now, I forgot my blush and my contour. Be right. So I am going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow, since I don't want too much color today because I'm not going out. The blush and the contour are pretty. I can see that it's a bit dark and I'm going to have to go kind of blend that out. Blend, blend, blend. Blend it out. And now a little bit of Studio 10, just to have a little glow. Ugh. That was a little too much. I don't usually use a lot of glow products because of the wrinkles, especially on this side. But I gained weight during the winter, and I think it filled my heaviest wrinkle in, which is unbelievable, but it's the only thing I could think of because I don't think I've been using anything that close to my eye except very good eye cream that would take that wrinkle away. Are we done? Just a little lipstick. And I have, what do I have? Now, come on lady, you just picked it up. I have this one by, no, I'm going to use this one. Glasses. This is Lip Glow Color Riviera Balm. Color Riviera Balm, yeah. It's probably going to be really light, but I guess it's more of a lip balm than a lipstick, so it's... I didn't use a lip pencil because I'm getting towards the end of my video and I'm getting tired. I need a nap. So that's it. Can a granny do a Jeffree Star palette? I think with a little more practice I could get better at it, if you could see. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but I tried, and I'm glad I tried, because, like I say, when I was younger, I loved blue. Blues, greens, and I see that they're going to become quite popular. It's going to be a big thing. Because they're, let's face it, the makeup manufacturers are running out of colors to do. I saw the last year that the biggest colors were in the reds, peaches, golds, you know. And I think they've been running out of colors, so they're going to go back to using blues and greens. We'll see, I bet. So, thank you for coming to my happy place. And I wish you a very happy day. Happy trails. Bye-bye.